covering the Villages for you. Here's Jill Winters and the VNN Lifestyle News team.
A busy nonprofit seeks to make families' dreams come true. Plus, the Villages Grown expands its nutritious reach. Habitat for Humanity Lake Sumter received more than 200 applications from families seeking to be new homeowners. Development Director Lacey Heim says it feels great to know they are reaching the people in need, but it's bittersweet to not get to everyone at once. They will evaluate each application based on family size, their location, and median income, and choose which families will be accepted. A process that will wrap up later this month. The group's next 7 homes will be built in Lady Lake, Leesburg, Mascot, and Coleman. One of those homes will be built by Villagers Habitat for Humanity Club, and the group has already started fundraising. Co-president Sally Reed loves every part of building the house, but says it's beautiful to see the families move into their new home. They don't know what family or where the next house will be built yet, but they do know for sure they are building one of 7 new homes, and they hope to get started in October. Members began construction in November 2022 and finished in April on the home of Nicole Benton and her family. Shoppers will soon have another location to visit to purchase produce from the Villages Grown. Starting June 22nd, consumers can buy the Villages Grown's crops through Kroger delivery and take a peek behind the scenes at the Villages Grown farm tours. The Villages Grown Executive Director, Drew Craven, says their foremost goal is to provide nutrient-dense, fresh, yummy produce to the residents, and he thinks what they are going to see through each of these avenues, through the events and even their farms, is just continuing to expand on that in meaningful ways. The farm participates in popular local events such as the Villages Strawberry and Blueberry Festivals. Their products are at retail locations inside the market at Sawgrass Grove, all Publix and Winn-Dixie stores in the Villages, as well as some other Publixes in surrounding communities. Products available include Bib, red butter, and Hydro Crunch lettuce, basil, chives, and cilantro, microgreens, and more. Drew says customers don't even have to leave their house and they can still have this healthy produce delivered to their doorstep. Starting Tuesday, new farm tours will be offered at the Villages Grown's greenhouses south of State Road 44. Tour guides will explain how the farming operation works. The tours will be available on Tuesdays and Wednesdays to allow consumers to see the entire process of what happens at the farm, from planting the seeds to harvesting the crops. Tours are already sold out through the end of June, with dates filling up quickly for July. Ticket costs vary. Visit thevillagesgrown.com for more information. And to learn even more about the Villages Grown and Habitat for Humanity of Lake Sumter, take a look at the front page of Friday's Daily Sun. After this short break, you'll meet some fun-loving golfers.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood. This is VNN.
3 days after moving to the Villages back in 1999, Harry Whiteveld was golfing at Briarwood Executive Golf Course. The laugh of Joe Dodell, one of the group's founders, caught Harry's attention. By the end of the round, Harry became a member of the Old Friends Golf and Social Club. The laughs continues twice a week when they get together. And on June 1st at Silver Lake Executive Golf Course, 92-year-old Harry was in a foursome where he was one of the youngest players.
I think there's 3 or 4 older guys that are still playing golf. One of them is 94, 95. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play with him today. He plays a darn good game. Don Bizer's another guy that I know of that's in his 93, 94. Enjoy the guys, the company, and all that. We have a great time together. Some guys that play with are really good golfers.
Look at that, right in the middle of the green.
Yep.
When I grow up, I want to be just like this.
There's one on the green right now over there, Joe Burns. He's up in age too. He's about 90. I think he's 91. I'm not mistaken. But it's been a great time, a great run. I enjoy it very much. I wouldn't miss it on a bit.
2 months ago, Harry even got his second career hole-in-one while playing with his golf group at De La Vista Executive Golf Course on hole number 4. Don Visser got his 4th career hole-in-one October 31st at Silver Lake's 5th hole, making him one of the oldest golfers to record an ace right here in the Villages.
It's a good bunch of guys because we're all old and we're all in the same boat, and we all pretty much live around here, you know. It's just fun, and they don't care that I'm so old. They still play with me.
It's enjoyable every time you come, win or lose.
I just enjoy the sport. I can have an awful game with one great hole, and all I ever remember is the one thing I did correctly. All my friends, and with very few exceptions, they're the kind of friend everybody should have. The golf, I think, is the glue that holds us together.
This group tees it up Mondays and Thursdays at a different executive golf course around the community. For more on this story, take a look at the Only in the Villages feature on the front page of Friday's Daily Sun.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
From the WVLG Weather Center, this is Christopher James with your VNN 5-day forecast. Temperatures this weekend in the low 90s, overnight lows in the low to mid 70s. Chance of showers on Saturday evening, then Sunday morning from 9 to 12. As we look into early next week, high probability of rain in the afternoons in Florida's friendliest hometown.
A Battle of the Ages charity event will be taking place next month. The Villages Recreation Men's and Women's Division I Softball All-Stars will take on the Buffalo Stampeders organization in a pair of charity softball games benefiting Villages Honor Flight. The senior players, who will all be 60 and over, include Bill Warble, who is seeking his 1,000th career softball hit in Division I, along with Billy Bone. Kim Luxem is organizing this event. She says all these guys and girls are super competitive, and this will give them a chance to get out there and roar a bit. Kim is involved with American Legion and Villages Honor Flight, so she thought this would be a great charity opportunity that will help send area veterans on a flight and give the young players a chance to experience patriotism and respect for our veterans. The charity games will be on July 23rd at Buffalo Glen Softball Complex. Admission will be free, but fans are encouraged to make a donation to Villages Honor Flight. Keep your eyes on the Daily Sun for more details as this charity softball event approaches. Up next, a villager shows off his convertible.
When it comes to sudden onset hearing loss, it's idiopathic, right? We don't really know for sure what causes it. The leading theory is there's a very small blood supply to the inner ear. When the blood is blocked or can't get through for just a little bit of time, it kills or damages parts of the cochlea, the basilar membrane, and the outer hair cell. Steroids are designed, right, to blow everything open. You do a high dose for 10 to 12 days. If the duration of time is short enough between onset of the sudden hearing loss and the steroid therapy, It just works 72, 76% of the time, up to 76% of the time. So that's why we say don't delay. Does it always work? No, but the sooner you start, the better your chances.
The Sumter County Sheriff's Office has created a free mobile app to give our citizens quick and easy access to all critical information needed to help keep the community safe. To download the app for free, search Sumter County Sheriff's Office on Google Play or the App Store. With our app, you can submit a tip, receive alerts on criminal activity in your area, search for sex offenders, inmates, the most wanted list, and much more. Together, we can keep Sumter County a great place to live, work, and
Village of Collier resident Frank Means has owned a lot of beautiful cars throughout his life. At this stage in his life, he wanted something that was reliable but also cool. It had to be a convertible, as you will see.
It's a Lexus LC 500 convertible. It's got a 5-liter V8 engine, normally aspirated. In other words, it's not supercharged or turbocharged, but it makes 471 horsepower. It's fast. And it sounds fantastic when you fire it up. When I fire it up and hear that, it just roars to life, I go, you don't get that sound from a battery-operated car. I've known about this car since 2016, when Car and Driver magazine did a article, they do it every year, called 25 Cars Worth Waiting For. In that article, they depicted the car as a convertible. But when it came out in 2018, it was a coupe only. I had to wait till 2021 for the convertible to emerge. And that's what year model this car is. And of course, I just bought it 4 months ago. So that's a long time to wait for your dream car. I love these car colors. Lexus calls this infrared. And it's a special color. There's actually an extra charge for it. But even my wife, who is very low-key, not flashy at all, when she saw the car, she said, that's the right color for this car. And then the inside, the interior is, they call it toasted caramel. Toasted caramel. The canvas top, it has a soft top. That's the only boring color. They call it sand. Okay, I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's a real conversation starter. Everywhere I go, people stop, they want to ask about the car, they want to know what kind of car it is, and so that's been really fun. It's wonderful to drive. Yes, it's sporty, but it's so comfortable. And I love taking these roundabouts in it. Some of my friends, they kind of avoid the roundabouts because all that turning, all that curving. I said, you wouldn't avoid them if you had a sports car like this. They're fun to take. It's fun to take corners at speed.
Frank even hopes to take his Lexus to an Ocala car show in September to see if he can win a trophy. For more on Frank and his cool convertible, take a look at the Love My Ride section in Saturday's Daily Sun. If you enjoy looking at a variety of cars, then you probably know the Villages is the place to be. The third Saturday of each month means area antique car owners drive their rides to our area for a cruise-in. This month marks the 26th anniversary for the popular monthly show. The featured car clubs are going to be Geezer's Non-Club, Citrus County Cruisers, and Cruisin' Couples. Rocky and the Rollers will be at Spanish Springs Town Square to add live music to this atmosphere. The cruise-in is going on from 4 to 9 p.m. Saturday. We'll be back with more news from Florida's friendliest hometown.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN. This hurricane preparedness tip from VNN and WVLG is brought to you by The Villages Insurance.
Hi, this is WVLG Senior Forecaster Dave Toll. Supplies are exceptionally important during hurricane season, and what types should you have? At least 3 days supply of bottled water, or a minimum of 1 gallon per person per day. At least a 3-day supply of non-perishable, easy-to-prepare food, manual can opener, flashlights and extra batteries, multi-purpose tools such as a Swiss Army knife, cell phones with chargers and car charger adapters, battery-powered or hand-cranked radio and extra batteries, family and emergency contact information, extra cash, a map of the area in case GPS services are down. Keep listening for more information, including pets, tips, supplies, detailed information to keep on hand during the hurricane season. Presented by the Villages Insurance, and thank you for listening to your Villages soundtrack, WVLG.
Is diabetes ruining your life? Diabetes Relief Care, located in Majuvia Life Centers on 441 and Lady Lake, can help you get back to your active lifestyle. With our diabetes treatment, insulin is administered as a hormone rather than a drug. Majuvia will co-manage your individualized care plan with your doctor for treatment, testing, and clinical results. Call for a private consultation and see how our diabetes treatment can help you. And yes, we accept Medicare. Visit drcvillages.com or call 352-644-9512.
Canton Villages Fun continued to bring grandkids and their grandparents together for lots of laughs. During week 2 of activities, campers started the week mesmerized by Steve Turner of Giving Tree Music at Drum, Dance, and Teamwork inside Rohan Recreation on Monday. He told everyone there's no wrong way to play the drum, and the bigger they smile, the better the instrument sounds. Village of Linden resident Pam Pearson knew her 12-year-old granddaughter Sophia would love this activity. Sophia admits she just wanted to drum. They all followed Steve's lead, striking several different types of drums and other percussion instruments. Then on Wednesday, Wacky Wednesday water games took place outside of Coconut Cove Recreation. The kids were happy to get wet on a hot day. The kids played a wet version of Duck Duck Goose and a game called Drip Drip Drop. The kids partnered up for several relay races as a team. And then on Thursday morning, a new generation of superheroes was revealed. Colony Cottage Recreation Center was the site for an Up, Up, and Away Superhero Day. Camp Buckaroo's participants between the ages of 3 and 6 colored masks and then put them on for all to see. 3-year-old Emma says when she grows up, she is going to be a hero, and you can just call her Super Emma. Village of St. Catherine resident Kelly Dubb's granddaughter is going to be Super Delilah, or maybe Magical Super Delilah. The 6-year-old isn't sure which name she will use yet. Overall, more than a dozen kids designed their own masks and capes, showed off their hero talents, and learned a thing or two about what it takes to be a superhero. Bernadette Kaczynski helped with this activity, and she explained being a superhero means being kind and helpful to their friends, family, and their elders, as it's what's inside, not on the outside, that makes you a superhero. The fun ended with superhero action training, which involved jumping and running in place. Canton Villages activities are going to run through August 4th. Visit cantvillages.com for the complete schedule and to register. Local camps are in full swing right now. The Villages Charter School offers Buffalo Adventures Summer Camp. On Monday, they also had an activity using drums. Kids were all smiles and laughs as they created their own sounds during a facilitated drum circle event. The summer camp will run until July 28th. More than 200 students are signed up. Some other activities planned are dance parties and field trips to places like the Orlando Science Center, too. The thought of school supply drives are in the minds of some area residents. Sumter County School Board member Sally Moss is preparing for the 4th annual Sumter Public Schools Supply Drive. This charitable effort will be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. July 25th at Lake Myona Recreation, July 26th at Eisenhower Recreation, and July 27th at Everglades Recreation. Tens of thousands of dollars worth of supplies have been donated to schools in the past as a result of this drive. Donations will be given to 9 public schools. In August, Lady Lake will be hosting its first back-to-school Palooza from 10 a.m. to noon, August 5th, at the Guava Street Athletic Complex. The aim is to collect backpacks, binders, notebooks, pens, and pencils from community partners to assist up to 700 children. If you are a prospective sponsor, you can contact Julia Harris at 352-751-1545 about the Back to School Palooza and learn even more about these two school supplies events in Friday's Daily Sun. It's time now for a brief commercial break.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
I'm going to need a pound of bologna, a half pound of Swiss, and hearing aid special.
One moment.
This is programmable, right?
What am I, a doctor?
Why buy a hearing aid where you buy your groceries?
Our doctors of audiology and licensed hearing aid specialists do one thing and one thing only, hearing aids.
You don't have to go to a big box store to get an inexpensive hearing aid.
We fit only the world's best hearing aids at the lowest prices anywhere, we guarantee it.
Call today and try any hearing aid absolutely free. Visit EliteHearingCenters.com.
After my husband passed away, I didn't date for years. I recently met Bill online, and we've really hit it off. I'm supposed to meet him for the first time next week. He just needs $500 for a plane ticket.
Online dating scams like this one can be hard to recognize at first. But when someone you've never met asks you for money, it should be a red flag.
It turns out Bill isn't actually Bill at all. He's a scam artist who preys on people like me. Don't make the same mistake I did.
Locally grown products are brought into Brownwood Paddock Square every Saturday. Farmers and vendors set up their tents and tables to sell a variety of food items. You can purchase fruits, vegetables, breads, honeys, jams, and jellies, along with cheese, eggs, plants, and much more. Shopping at farmers markets is a way to support local farmers and agriculture while also enjoying fresh homemade goods. The Brownwood Farmers Market goes from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday. Live musical entertainment, of course, is available here every day of the year. These are the bands ready to perform for you Saturday night. That's all the news we have for you now. Make sure to pick up a copy of Saturday's Daily Sun to read about a high school bowler competing at the national level. Keep enjoying the Village's lifestyle.
Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show. You're living the dream. Fun times and great tunes. Jackhammering the rock and roll. Delighting up the dance in R&B. It's your Village's house party on your Village's soundtrack. WVLG.
The best mix of music. The songs you love. Your Village's soundtrack. WVLG.
We are rolling out a new program called Project Eagle Eye. This crime-solving program gives owners of surveillance cameras the opportunity to register them with the sheriff's office. If a crime does occur in your area, deputies will use Project Eagle Eye to quickly identify registered cameras and, if necessary, contact the owners to view the video footage. To learn more about how to register for the Project Eagle Eye program,